Hey, what's up? Okay, so this is a video about an astral traveling experience I had last night that I find interesting. It was either last night or the night before. I can't really put that together. So, astral traveling is not a new thing for me. It is something that has naturally started happening to me when I was around 15, and I'm 44 now. Back then, I initially thought that there was something holding me on the bed because I didn't know how to conceptualize it. And so then I can look back and I would get into this space. This is when I was around like 15 or 16. I would get into paralysis, and I would feel something come. And so I can't move my body. I'm in paralysis. When you're in that state, you can see everything around you, but you're seeing from your third eye. You're not seeing from your real eyes. So if you don't know what's going on, it's really confusing. And so back then I would feel something come and sit on the bed next to me, and it was freaking me the fuck out. Like, I was freaking the fuck out. I was very haunted back then. And then I remember seeing my Aunt Loretta, who died while I was like locked up when I was 13. I was in rehab or something, some kind of program or something like that when I was 13. And she died while I was in there. And I was really sad about that. I'm sad about it now, thinking about it. But while I was still in my body, because I didn't know how to leave my body yet, she came right in front of me, and this is way before I figured out that I was a medium. She came in front of me, and with her raspy ass voice, because she chain smoked her whole life. "Hi, Lindsey." And she was right in my face, and I jerked myself awake, and I was like, holy shit, like that was Aunt Loretta. And so, of course, this is back in the 90s, so long time ago. And so anyway, the last night or the night before, whatever. I think it might have been last night. I woke up so many times. So, and in astral travel, like sleep paralysis is when you get into sleep paralysis, you become very aware of your breathing. It almost feels like you're suffocating. And it has something to do with sleep apnea. I don't have any scientific anything to back that up, but I really think it does have something to do with sleep apnea. So, something about how your neck gets in your breathing causes you to get in that state to where you go in sleep paralysis, and that's when you can command yourself out of your body. So, but you got to get over the fear. And when I was young, I just started slipping out of my body without my permission. Like, I was slipping, without my conscious permission. I was giving myself permission, or I wouldn't have been going out. But I was slipping out of my body and then like freaking out and then going back. And then my best friend died. And when he died, I knew that I could find him out of my body. And I finally talked to my older sister, one of my older sisters, about it. And she knew what was going on. She was like, that's when you can command yourself out of your body. And she told me how to do it. And you just say, up, up, out of my body, out of my body, out of my body. And so when CT died, my best friend, when he died, I started commanding myself out of my body to go find him. Story for another day. But then, that's why I say, all the deaths that you go through while you're alive have a purpose. And if you will open yourself up to it, they will be your best teachers for psychic development and for all of this spiritual stuff. They are your best teachers. Without Clint dying, I would have never gotten comfortable going out of my body. And the fear of that would have never been removed. And because of him, and all of my friends, I've gone through a lot of death, and mostly best friends, but like a shitload of them. And then, now I've lost some serious, my dad's gone, and which he's a huge part of my psychic development. He middlemans mediumship experiences for me. It's crazy. Story for another day. But opening yourself up when you lose someone. Grandfathers are a huge thing. My grandpa was the main one who helped me. And he died around the same time as my best friend, Clint, actually. Now that I think about it, they both died when I was 21. Okay, anyway, so also this stuff will happen mostly like right when you go to sleep or right before you're about to wake up. Or if you're waking up in the middle of the night when you're in like a haze and you'll like wake up, and then it's like one of those wake ups where you wake up and you immediately like want to go back down into the same position. It's like that real groggy shit. So last night, I'm in my bed right now. Last night I woke up and I was laying, I don't know. I was laying weird. And I woke up and I knew I was about to go in. I woke up for a second and I was like, oh shit. I was like, here we go. And so then I went back down. But what was so weird about it is when I laid my head back down and I kind of positioned my chest down like this. So my chest was down. The sleep paralysis, it felt like a blanket, which I didn't have a blanket on me. It felt like a blanket. Like I felt my body relax into sleep paralysis. Like a blanket was being pushed over me and I was being pushed down into it. But I wasn't. It was just me being conscious of the sleep paralysis taking over my body. Like I felt the whole thing happen. It was pretty crazy. It was pretty cool when I think about it, because at first, like when it was happening, I was like, whoa. I remember consciously being like, whoa, it feels like somebody's pushing my body down. But then I knew that it wasn't, but I just took note of how it felt. Almost like if somebody was putting a weighted blanket on me, and then I go and I'm into it. So then I was ready to go though. I was going somewhere. So when I was out, I was in this huge building. It was like, okay, this is describing what it looked like. A very tall, and I mean like a skyscraper, like, but maybe not, like 20 levels maybe. Wooden structure. Like a wooden building, like a huge wooden house. But the middle of it was like a tunnel. So the middle, and it was square. So think of a 20-story wooden built house, like old, like haunted house looking shit, like brown, tall, huge. On the circumference of the inside of this place was ginormous. Like the inside of this in 2 fucking videos. Okay, so the middle circumference of this place was like, oh God, I'm trying to think of like a huge hotel. Have you ever been in one of those hotels, like the nice ones? It would be like, oh my God, I can't even think. Where it's just like a square. The rooms are in a square, almost kind of like prison looking, but a hotel. It's like a square, like a hollow square in between all of the rooms. It was like that, but it was in this really tall wooden house, and I was flying up and down the inside of this wooden house inside of this square. And I remember seeing like other spirits, like other people in the astral, like flying around the square part on the outside. And I have no idea. I mean, that was just it. I was flying up and down. I love flying. I was flying up and down, and I woke up pretty fast because I got myself out of it. And I remember thinking because my dad who's died, he always talks about when he was, well, he would talk about when he was alive. He would have dreams that he was in this certain house, like he was having a reoccurring dream that he was in this certain house, and he thought that he was haunting that house while he was in his dreams, which is, my dad was he was a psychological horror writer. So, but it's just something that's always stuck with me. Like, he thought in the astral, which I don't even think he really knew that it was the astral. He was haunting this house that he was always having this reoccurring dream about. And so I thought of that when I woke up. I was like, what was I doing in this house? Where I didn't recognize the house. It was very strange. And I was like, I wonder if I was haunting that house. Strange thought, but it's something that my dad used to talk about. And I've had experiences with my dad while he was alive in the astral, because I used to live with him. And this is around the time I was 21, when I was getting really good at going out of my body on command. I was living with my father. And I went out of my body. Of course, I was going to look for Clint. I went out of my body, but I dropped through our house, and we lived in a spooky ass house. It's a historical landmark, I think. It's old. It's old. It's over 100 years old, and it was haunted as fuck. And my dad was haunted as fuck because he was in Vietnam, and he had some crazy ass shit following him around. So I dropped down through the house, and my dad, he always slept on the couch. And my bedroom is on the second floor, which he had a room up there too, but he never slept in it. He always slept in the living room, on the couch. And my psychic stuff comes from my dad's side of the family. If it happens like that, it comes from my dad's side of the family. And when I dropped down through the house, my dad was out of his body, and he had a gun in the astral. He was out of his body with a gun, and he was pacing the perimeter of the house on the inside, protecting the house, out of his body in the astral. I'd never seen no shit like that before. I was like, whoa. I flew down through the house, and I was like, what? Like, I saw him, and I just kept going. I was like, I'm fucking out of here. I just kept going. I was like, I gotta find Clint. I gotta find Clint. Clint is CT, my best friend. I was like, I gotta find CT. And so I just kept going. But I was like, whoa, like, that is crazy. Like, it explains so much about my dad, and like how he could never really sleep. And I don't know, like, at this point in my life, I was involved with some, I don't know if I was sleeping with the little baby pistol under my pillow at that point or not. I think that was earlier when I was like 18. Yeah, I think I was like 18 or 19. My dad he went out a lot, and I would sleep with the pew pew under my pillow because I was involved with some people that I wasn't really comfortable with, and we lived in the middle of the nowhere, and if I knew if they ran up on my house, the cops weren't going to get there in time. So my dad would leave me with the pew pew. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that. I know I probably sound crazy as hell right now. But anyway, if you are still here, my psychic intelligence community, school community has just opened. There isn't much going on in there because I'm teaching the classes live, which start on Friday, but they will be available for you to see after that. Inside of the school, there's a 7-day free trial. And then there's 2 tiers. One is 12. The other is 34. That is monthly. And what we're starting with is mastery over your mind and deprogramming from the matrix. So deconditioning the matrix programming, which is essential to get down into your core operating system of intuitive intelligence. So, in the description, there will be a fun quiz you can take. You'll have to put in your email address, and then at the end of the quiz, it's just it's a basic, like, fun, which clair is your strongest, but I say that loosely because it's only 4 clairs that it busts down to, and there's way more than that, and I don't even like putting shit in boxes. So it's just a fun quiz. I wouldn't take it too seriously. But if you do want to take your psychic development seriously, come hang out with me in my Psychic Intelligence School. It's just getting started, but it is very important to me. And I've put in a lot of work internally, externally, to be available to help you guys with this shit. So, very laid back, not anything rigid. I'm not into that shit. It's not me. I finally gave up trying to be like other people, trying to do business like other people. I just can't do it. And there's no reason for me to do it. Okay. Description. There is a link just to the school if you don't want to take the test. You'll see that too. Or take the quiz. Have fun. And 7-day free trial. I'll see you in there. Classes on Friday. And I got some tools, really cool tools for the deprogramming shit that it's primo. All right. Bye.